嗨，大家好，我是老师 Alan，欢迎回到我的频道。今天的内容是下集，在上一集当中，我们分享到说，近视跟远视是如何影响我们的视力嘛。假如说你还没看过这个影片的话，我会把链接放在下面。那今天我想要请Dr. Steven 跟我们分享到说，到底深度近视对眼睛的健康状况会带来哪些永久的影响？还有很多人常会觉得说，做完雷射激光矫正之后，近视消失了，视力变好，那这些眼睛的问题会不会顺便一起被解决？那我们一起来看一下今天的访谈内容。So do you or your kids wear sunglasses? Not sunglasses. So do you or your kids wear glasses for nearsightedness? Well, in this video, we'll talk about what it really means to be nearsighted and how it can affect our vision and the overall health of our eyes. Why should a parent be concerned if their kids are starting to require glasses at a super young age? Because some parents can be like, oh, can they just get LASIK when they become old enough to restore their eyesight anyway?
Yeah, that's a great question, Alan. The way I would answer that question is because when kids start getting to the point where they need glasses at a younger age, they're at a higher risk for a lot of different eye disease and eye problems in the future. Now, LASIK, however, doesn't put your kids at less of a risk for those eye disease, eye problems. LASIK simply corrects their vision. So there's actual physical changes when it comes to becoming more nearsighted. Your kids' eyeballs are getting bigger and longer. LASIK doesn't change that. After LASIK, you can see great. However, your eyeballs are still bigger and longer, which is going to put your kids at a higher risk for eye disease. Yeah. So LASIK does not affect the physical size, overall size of the eyeball. What LASIK actually does is it reshapes the front curvature of the eye, specifically something called the cornea. So let's just say, for example, your kid is a -6, -7 nearsightedness. They get to the point of age 25, 26, and they're ready for LASIK. They do the procedure, they can see great without glasses, contact lenses, their 20/20 vision. However, their eyes physically is still a -6, a -7. So they're still at risk, for example, for retinal detachments and also glaucoma. So what we really want to do is we want to intervene at a very early stage where they never get to the point where they're -6 or -7. We want them to be -4 and -5 instead of that.
Can you talk to us about what are some of the potential eye problems that kids can develop as they grow up, knowing that they are super nearsighted?
Yeah, so the one concern that we have when kids are, say, let's just say, for example, -6 and above, so that's kind of considered a higher amount of nearsightedness. With a higher amount of nearsightedness, we're concerned with two big things. Number one is a retinal problem, specifically something called a retinal detachment. This can lead to something called blindness. We all know what that is. We don't want that. The second thing that's of a concern is something called glaucoma. So kids with higher nearsightedness, bigger eyeballs, longer eyeballs are also at a higher risk for glaucoma in the future. And that potentially could lead to poor vision, specifically side vision or peripheral vision, and potentially could also lead to blindness in the future too. So those are the things that we really want to avoid so that kids never get to that point where they're super high nearsighted to avoid those problems in eye disease.
Got it. And so glaucoma is a condition where your optic nerve kind of dies over time.
Yep.
How about when it comes to the macula, the central area of the eye?
Yeah, so the macula, which is the center part of the eyes, that's the area where we get our 20/20 vision. As I tell my patients, that's the area where we get our best resolution in our pictures. That part is also at risk when you have higher nearsightedness. There's something called maculopathy that can happen due to the stretching and the elongation of the eyes. That specific central area gets elongated and stretched. Sometimes it can even fold. Sometimes it can even rip to the point where your central vision is greatly affected. So for example, if we're talking about looking at someone's face, we all do that every single day. If you're looking at someone's face and if the macula is affected, then that face is going to be blurry. And unfortunately, with maculopathy or macular problems, that problem is permanent. There's not too much that we can change about that. So that's kind of the scary part about being nearsighted or highly nearsighted.
Yeah.
We want to avoid those problems as much as possible.
Got it.
So for us as doctors, really what we're trying to prevent is those eye disease from happening so that the eyeballs, the physical size of the eyeballs, do not get to the point. They do not get to the point where it actually is physically bigger, so that we can avoid these problems such as retinal problems and also glaucoma as well.
Got it.
That was good, huh?
Yeah, that was good. That was so smooth. Okay, I think that's anything else you want to add that you can think of?
No, not really. I
No?
just want to say thank you for doing this.
Oh,
really,
shoot,
Alan?
this is going to be in the shot.
Yeah, like honestly, I feel like you're doing a lot for specifically the Asian community and giving really good information out there about what's true about the eyes. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment Alan's channel because he's doing an amazing job. Please.
Peace. 在下一集影片当中，我们会邀请到 Dr. Sophie 跟我们分享到说，小朋友的近视控制有哪些东西需要考量，现在有哪些治疗策略是被眼睛医生正在所使用的。假如说你想继续学习的话，你现在可以点击荧幕去看我们下次访谈内容。那我们下期影片再见喽，拜拜。